Hello, this is Tony Clarkson from the Joseph Communications. We're here at the Sanctuary, and I'm with my good friend Michael G. Reccia, and we're both quite excited.
Indeed.
A new beginning, a new series.
Yes.
What should we call it?
What about Soul Group Insights? The question and answer sessions. How's that?
I think that sounds absolutely perfect. And so what we're going to do, we invited questions. We've got questions. We've got quite a pile of questions, really good questions. And so we're going to go through those. I'm going to read them out to Michael, and Michael's going to give his explanation, a deeper insight into the query that's been presented. So Michael, without further ado,
off we go.
Question 1. And this is from Janey Young.
Hi, Janey.
Hello, Janey. I know Janey. Janey's been here to the Sanctuary. So thank you for writing in, Janey. Hello, my dear Tony and Michael. Thank you for this opportunity to ask questions. My question is, it is wonderful to watch our WMA family grow. That's the World Meditation Alliance. And to watch it grow on the screen every time we log into Zoom with you. Would it be beneficial for us to envisage 10,000 or more that we need to tip the scales into love, to tip the scales into light and positivity when we meditate? Also, out of curiosity, how will you manage when there's 10,000 people logging in together? I'm sure that you're aware that the planets are working in our favor now, and there are many ideas across our globe that synchronize with the Joseph Communications and all that you are doing. I feel very positive regarding our spiritual future. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love, light, and peace to you all. Janey.
Thank you, Janey. 10,000. The human mind works in a particular way with regard to spiritual concepts. For example, you could say to yourself, tomorrow I'm going to be fine. In doing that, your mind says, tomorrow things will be fine. And then tomorrow things will be fine. It's a distant point. So we have to be careful, although we want greater numbers, that we don't limit ourselves by placing a number on the number that will change things permanently, and then seeing that number as being somewhere in the future that we haven't obtained yet, we haven't reached yet. So Joseph talks about one person working for the light being more powerful than 1,000 people who aren't. And I think it's also worth mentioning that when we're working in the World Meditation Alliance, we're also connected to the Soul Group. And we're connected to the angelic host. And as we know through things that we've done recently, that we're connected to powerful energies that work with us. So I would say fantastic that we get 10,000 people, and great, and let's work towards that. But let's not see it as a distant thing. And let's be careful that we don't see what we're doing now as being ineffective because we haven't reached that 10,000. And again, 10,000 is a limit. Why not 1 million people? Why not 2 million people? We are being effective now. I think you can see in the world that things have changed over the last couple of years, and that there have been reveals of things that we would never have thought would be revealed, and that also the angelic intentions always are reflected, their meaning is reflected in what happens during the period that they are active for. For example, as we are recording this, the current intention is transparency. And there has been, during the time that intention's been active, transparency. And we have seen through certain situations. We have seen the truth of certain situations. So never feel that we're not being effective and we haven't reached the goal. I am absolutely convinced that each week the energies that flow through us make great changes possible. and that great changes occur because of the World Meditation Alliance. That's not to aggrandize us personally or any one of us personally. It's to focus on the effectiveness of the power that flows through us because we put ourselves to one side and allow that power to flow through us.
And we're aligning ourselves with those angelic intentions.
Yes.
And we're literally aligning ourselves and allowing that flow that you've just been talking about
Yes.
to happen.
Uninhibited. To all humanity.
And at a huge level, isn't it?
Yes.
Much more than us as individuals.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It's a divine effort.
We're conduits, and we're needed as conduits. One of the questions we're sometimes asked is why do the intentions flow through you? Why is it necessary? Yeah. Why aren't they just spread out to the earth? Well, they are, but they're not received at the current time because there is such density of thought that they need to be boosted through human channelers.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're working
Thank you,
in that way. What was the second part of Janey's question?
I was just going to come on to that. But, I think Janey's saying, how will we cope with
That's
Zoom?
over to you, Tony. I don't know how you will cope with this.
I'm far too old to be a technical nerd, but we have working with us in the group some technical nerds who will deal with that, whatever it is. And again, I'm sure we'll get that help from up above that's needed to deal with the technology.
And it'll be a great problem to have.
It's a daunting thought, Jenny. It's one we choose not to think at the moment. But thank you so much for your question.
And thank you for joining us. God bless.
Yeah.